I was called dishonorable during my last visit to the bazaar, and it actually made me laugh. 1 week ago, I went to Istanbul's Grand Bazaar, Kapalı Çarşı. I went there on a mission to sell a golden ring. I visited some stores outside first to gauge its value, already getting a quote of $1,100 before even stepping inside. So I entered Kapalı Çarşı jewelry exchange area and went to the first store I saw. I handed them the ring and asked for a quote. He punched some values into his calculator and came back with $1,000. I mentioned the 1,100 I was already offered outside. He immediately started shouting, "Şerefsiz ya, şerefsiz ya." I just started laughing. He took the calculator back and immediately wrote 1,200 USD, 100 more than the other store offered me and 200 more than he first offered me. I took that quote and moved to 3 or 4 other stores using the competitor advantage to get the maximum value possible, which I successfully did. I paid more attention to this than I usually would because it made me realize how funny money is. There was so much money being exchanged in front of me across all these jewelry stores. Foreign currencies, heavy gold, cash laying right there in the open. These guys are trading at such high volume that it's laughable how I'm walking in as this big guy with 10 grams of scrap gold. If I did not know better, I'd have sold that ring for way less. Going off that first guy's quote alone, I'd have been lowballed. Gathering information beforehand gave me the upper hand, and the sellers were visibly annoyed that my quote was high. They were still making money, of course, just not as much as they would have liked. I was genuinely surprised by how much room there was beneath that first number, and it led me to a realization: the price of anything is largely fictional until someone with information challenged it. This applies to negotiations in stores, as my story shows, to salaries where you know what the market pays for your expertise. And I'll be honest, I'm currently job hunting, and walking out of the bazaar, I realized I'd been thinking about salary negotiations the same way I almost treated that first quote, just accepting the number in front of me. We chronically underestimate how negotiable the world is.